Hello crafty friends, welcome to another paper craft ideas video. So yesterday I made these cards. These are kind of prototypes for the idea I had in mind. They feature flowers, they feature frames, there's smushing, sentiment, some nouveau dimensional elements. I'll go into detail about these at the end of the video, but I thought I'd start by making another one for you. So I've got a piece of smooth white card here and it's going to sit on my card blank. This card blank is a 4x6-ish inch card blank, UK A6, and it's going to sit on there like that with a border of about 1/4 of an inch, I think. And I've grabbed a blue-green bit of smushy paper from my box of backgrounds and bits. I'm going to use this die from Global Land to cut a variety of flowers. I've also got a yellow-green piece of blended paper, and I'm going to use this die also from Global Land to cut a variety of leaves. For my colour scheme, I'm going split complementary. I've got a blue-green, a yellow-green, and the third in that trio of colours is red. So I'm going to use warm lipstick. That's going to be my smushing colour. I'll pop a little bit of this on my glass mat, liquefy it with a bit of water and smush it on the panel. I'm going to start in the middle and smush out from there. Maybe try and keep the corners relatively clean. I'll just mop up any deep pools and then dry that with my hairdryer. That's more or less dry, so I'll add a second layer. I'd love to know what size cards you most commonly make. Do you make the smaller ones like a 4x6-ish inch? Or do you go larger like a 5x7? Or do you prefer a square like a 6x6? Let me know in the comments. Right, I think that'll do. Just needs to dry now. And a little blot. For a bit of shimmer and shine, I'm going to spat it on some gold metallic watercolour. And I'll dry that again. Because I cut this panel with a trimmer, it's got quite blunt edges. I'm going to round them slightly, bevel them with my beveling tool. Just add a little bit of a finishing touch to that. And now I'll add some high-tack white glue and stick this on the front of my card blank. Now for my frames, I've cut them from smooth white card and I'm going to ink them up with sticky embossing ink. Just press them down into my ink pad, and to start with, I'm just going to sprinkle over a little bit of gold embossing powder. I don't want much, it's just a hint. Shake off the excess. And now I'm going to cover them in white pearl embossing powder. And this will stick where the gold isn't, so we should get a mottledy marbled effect, hopefully. And now I'll melt that with my heat tool. Okay, so I think those worked. And I'm going to place them like that on there, I think, or maybe towards the bottom a bit. For my sentiment, I want to cut the words "love you" in a scripty font out of some warm lipstick coloured card. So I'm just going to scrub this on here to get a nice saturated colour. Give it a bit of a buff with a paper towel to take off any excess, and then die cut my words. I've also die cut the shadows or outlines from white cardstock. I'll dip my coloured words into my glue, tap it off, and then stick those on their outlines carefully, hopefully. Right, we're ready to stick a few bits down. I've got my frames. I'll add high-tack white glue on the back. I've got my rule of thirds acetate grid And I want to put my sentiment on the large frame down here on this intersection. So that's where I want the large frame. Now for the smaller frame. And I think I'll pop it up there so it encompasses this intersection. I want to give my sentiment a bit of a lift, so I'm going to put 1mm deep foam tape on the back. I think I might only put it on the love and have the U flat. So that can go there, slightly over to the left. And then the U can kind of tuck under the love. I will pop a little bit of card under here just to keep it level. So that's a double layer of card. I'll just pop that under there. So that's more or less level. Now we need some flowers. So I'm simply going to use this die and run it through like that. I'll chop that off, we don't need all that. Right, we've got some lovely bright blue flowers there. I'm going to curl using my pokey tool here. I'm going to curl the petals backwards like that to give them some shape, and then I'll press down in the middle to make them kind of pop upwards a bit. So I've curved back the petals on the larger ones. Now I'll press down in the middle and they'll pop up like that and look nice and dimensional. So now I can pop my flowers on here and there, and I'm thinking a nice diagonal, smaller ones down here where there's less room. I'm not going to use all of them, I don't think, but we can get a nice diagonal going on, something like that. And to stick them down, I'll just dip them in my high-tack glue. I only want to stick the middle of the flowers because I want to keep that dimension in the petals. Now I'm going to cut my leaves from this. See, the lovely thing about these dies is that not only do you get your leaves and little dots or flowers or what have you, you also get this left behind, which could be used on a card. We'll start with the smaller bits, and then we might have to cut some of the larger leaves down. So, for example, I don't need this stalk. And something like this, you can cut off all the individual little leaves to tuck under. We'll just grab some of those. So these dies also cut out little dots amongst the flowers and the leaves. So I'm going to use those as sprinkles. And I'll stick them down with matte gel medium, pick them up with my picker-upper. So we've got all three colours there working together quite nicely, I think. Also adheres to the 60-30-10 rule, just about. We've got 60% the pink, 30% the blue, 10% the green. So a nice balance of colours. I want to add some gloss to my green dots. So I'm going to use Nouveau Crystal Glaze when I can get this one to stay where I stuck it. I'll leave it there and re-stick it. Just pop a little bit of that underneath because that will work. Oof, stuck to my finger now. Come on, behave yourself. Right, let's do the rest, hopefully, with less fuss. Might help to wait until that matte medium has actually dried and is holding the dots in place. And for my flower centres, I'm going pale gold Nouveau drops, nice and dimensional. Matches the other bits of gold that I've already got on there. I'm going to put one dot in the centre of the smaller flowers. Then the larger flowers, I'm going to do a cluster of dots. And they'll kind of meld together to form an interesting shape. Right, happy with that. It's turned out how I thought it would, which is always a good thing. Right, back to these two cards, just to show you the differences. This is a 5x7 card. I used dried marigold in the background, copper splatters, one copper frame, one white frame with nothing done to it. A pinky piece of background for the flowers, that was made with Catherine Pooler inks. I'll link to the video in which I made the background. Because I got the copper splatters and the copper frame, I thought I'd put a white thanks on a copper outline. That's up on foam tape too. I used a very pale green smushy bit of paper for the leaves. Again, I stuck some little green dots down, added crystal glaze and used copper penny nouveau drops for the centre of the flowers. And I had them tumbling down like this or moving upwards like that, depending on which way you look at it. This is again on the intersection of these third lines. And then this one is a 6x6 square card. I used saltwater taffy in the background. I think this is chipped sapphire distress oxide, the colour I used to colour the card that I used to make the flowers from. That was a very awkward way of saying that. And some green, maybe Lucky Clover smushed paper in the background. I put 3 frames on this and just kept them all white. It's a bit more delicate, I think. A big Polaroid, a medium-sized slide frame and a photo negative film strip type frame there. The hello I cut from gold because I'd spattered gold in the background, and I coloured some card with the saltwater taffy for the outline, stuck that on the third line there, clustered the flowers around it, and for my flower centres I punched some gold cardstock circles, same gold as the hello, stuck them on and flooded them with crystal glaze to give them a gloss and dimension. So that's 3 cards, same idea, different colours, sizes, slightly different designs. I hope they've given you some ideas of things you can do in your own card making, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.